Learning to play Minecraft with video pre-training. The internet contains an enormous amount of publicly available videos that we can learn from. We can watch a person make a gorgeous presentation, a digital artist draw a beautiful sunset, and a Minecraft player build an intricate house. However, these videos only provide a record of what happened, but not precisely how it was achieved. You will not know the exact sequence of mouse movements and keys pressed. If we would like to build large-scale foundation models in these domains, as we've done in language with GPT, this lack of action labels poses a new challenge not present in the language domain, where action labels are simply the next words in a sentence. I'm just going to read all of this. Whatever anecdotes I might add are probably not correct or they're not accurate. So I'm just going to read this article because they do go. It is slightly in one ear, out the other, but I highly recommend even listening to this twice because this is, if you're worried about artificial intelligence, this is where she's going, or machine learning. In order to utilize the wealth of unlabeled video database available on the internet, we introduce a novel yet simple semi-supervised imitation learning method, video pre-training (VPT). We start by gathering a small dataset from contractors where we record not only their video but also the actions they took, which in our case are key presses and mouse movements. With this data, we train an inverse dynamics model, an IDM, which predicts the action being taken at each step in the video. Importantly, the IDM can use past and future information to guess the action at each step. This task is much easier and thus requires far less data than the behavioral cloning task of predicting actions given past video frames only, which requires inferring what the person wants to do and how to accomplish it. We can use the trained IDM to label a much larger data set of only videos and learn to act via behavioral cloning. VPT zero-shot results. We choose to validate our method in Minecraft because it's one of the most actively played video games in the world and thus has a wealth of freely accessible video on the internet. 2 is open-ended with a wide variety of things to do, similar to the real-world applications such as computer usage, unlike prior works like Minecraft that use simplified action spaces aimed at easing exploration. Our AI uses the much more generally applicable, though also much more difficult, native human interface, 20 Hz frame rate with the mouse and keyboard. So this AI is only using a mouse and keyboard to interface with the game. That's why this is so hard. And why this matters. It matters is because the machine is learning how to use a keyboard and mouse on top of learning how to play Minecraft. Trained on 70,000 hours of IDM-labeled online video, our behavioral cloning model accomplishes tasks in Minecraft that are nearly impossible to achieve with reinforcement learning from scratch. It learns to chop down trees to collect logs, craft those logs into planks, and then craft those planks into a crafting table. This sequence takes a human proficient in Minecraft approximately 50 seconds or 1,000 consecutive game actions. Sequence of items required to craft a crafting table, labeled with the median time it takes proficient humans to reach the steps. Crafting a crafting table. Additionally, the model performs other complex skills humans often do in-game, such as swimming, hunting animals for food, and eating food. It also learned the skill of pillar jumping, a common behavior in Minecraft of elevating yourself by repeatedly jumping and placing a block underneath yourself. Which is crazy that it was able to do that, because sometimes I'm not even able to do that. Fine-tuning with behavioral cloning. Foundation models are designed to have a broad behavior profile and be generally capable across a wide variety of tasks. To incorporate new knowledge or allow them to specialize on a narrower task distribution, it is common practice to fine-tune these models to similar, more specific datasets. As a case study into how well the VPT Foundation model can be fine-tuned to downstream datasets, we asked our contractors to play for 10 minutes in brand new Minecraft worlds and build a house from basic Minecraft materials. We hoped that this would amplify the Foundation's model ability to reliably perform early game skills such as building crafting tables. When fine-tuning to this data set, we not only do we see a massive improvement in reliability performing the early game skills already present in the Foundation model, but the fine-tuned model also learns to go even deeper into the technology tree by crafting both wooden and stone tools. Sometimes we even see some rudimentary shelter construction and the agent searching through villages, including raiding chests. It's so crazy that this is just a computer doing this. It's just mind-blowing. Sequence of items required to craft a stone pickaxe labeled with the median. Okay, so it just goes over. Data scaling. Perhaps the most important hypothesis of our work is that it is far more effective to use labeled contractor data to train an IDM as part of the VPT pipeline than it is to directly train the BC Foundation model from the same small contractor data set. Don't necessarily know what that means personally, but I'm going to keep reading. To validate this hypothesis, we train foundation models on increasing amounts of data from 1 to 70,000 hours. Those trained on under 2,000 hours of data are trained on the contractor data with ground truth labels that were originally collected to train the IDM. And those trained on over 2,000 hours are trained on internet data labeled with our IDM. We then take that information foundation model and fine-tune it to the house building dataset described in the previous section. Reinforced learning. Conclusion. VPT paves the way toward... Oh, wait. Where's the one where they talk? Oh, here we go. Bum, bum, bum. Fine-tuning with reinforcement learning. When it's possible to specify a reward function, reinforcement learning can be a powerful method of eliciting high, potentially even superhuman performance. However, many tasks require overcoming hard exploration challenges, and most RL methods tackle these with random exploration priors. Models are often incentivized to act randomly via entropy bonuses. The VP model should be a much better prior for RL because emulating human behavior is likely much more helpful than taking random actions. We set our model, then challenging. We set our model the challenging task of collecting a diamond pickaxe and unprecedented capability in Minecraft made all the more difficult when using native human interface. So a lot of the time I know people who can't make it's very hard. Oh wow. It takes them a while to actually get diamonds and make a diamond pickaxe, or someone else ends up doing it for them. So making a computer that can do it on its own very fast is great. Crafting a diamond pickaxe requires a long and complicated sequence of subtasks. To make this task trackable, we rewarded agents each item in the sequence. We found that in IRL policy trained from a random initialization barely achieved any reward, never learning to collect logs or rarely collecting sticks. In stark contrast, fine-tuning from a VPT model not only learns to craft diamond pickaxes, but it even has a human-level success rate at collecting all items leading up to the diamond pickaxe. This is the first time anyone has shown a computer agent capable of crafting diamond tools in Minecraft, which takes humans over 20 minutes. This is fucking crazy that a computer is doing this. It's like we thought like maybe video games were going to be the last thing we had that machine learning wasn't going to be able to take over. Nope. VPT paves the path forward. VPT paves the path toward allowing agents to learn to act by watching the vast number of videos on the internet, compared to regenerative video modeling or contractive methods that would only yield representational priors. VPT offers the exciting possibility of directly learning large-scale behavioral priors in more domains than just language. While we only experiment in Minecraft, the game is very open-ended, and the native human interface, mouse and keyboard, is very generic, so we believe our results bode well for other similar domains and computer usages. Which is very true. A mouse and keyboard is basically how most people interface with computers nowadays, so if an AI can learn how to use that, then there you go. For more information, please. Okay, yeah. So, I mean, it's the end of... Actually, we're about to go into the Morty's Mind Blowers, but end of the technology section. This is another thing to just kind of, keep on in your head.